Camden Falls Gallery, August 2018, Dewaard McPhillips show. We'll start with a sunrise. Jonathan McPhillips, Gathering Again. The Gatherers. Sun's rising with the camera, peaceful harbor, Camden, Maine, sun burning off and through the fog. Catch the Angelique at the head of the harbor. Staying in Camden, climbing up to the top of Mount Batty, you get this southeasterly view. Many people have been there. Jonathan has an incredible way of capturing it, putting it on canvas in oil, where he works with the light, the atmosphere, and almost paints the air. Reflections of Rockport here. I have nominated Jonathan to become one of the new American Luminists. Work and play. Catch any lobsters today, Bubba? Out for a sail. We threw in a Ken DeWaard here to confuse people, but you can just see the different styles from Ken's work to Jonathan's. Cozy Harbor, plein-air piece that Jonathan did on our very fog-bound Camden Classics plein-air event. Great images of that taken by Stan Grunder. Maine Coast Morning, someplace up in Acadia. Heritage and Light. And you really get a great sense of Jonathan's use of light and creating an atmosphere. Two here of Camden Harbor, afternoon view. Brightening day, both going down to North Carolina. Then we switch over to Ken's work. This piece he did at the CELT, Cape Elizabeth Land Trust, Paint for Preservation. This is at a park in Portland. You can see the old fort out there on the bay. A beautiful day to be on the bay and the foreground. Very, very pleased to have these two artists in the gallery, both very accomplished plein-air and studio artists. This piece, I believe Ken did plein-air, Essex, Massachusetts, Cape Ann plein-air last year. Head of the harbor here, catch Angelique and Dinghy. Another piece here by Ken. This was the last piece of his from our plein-air event, Camden Classics Cup in July. That one is heading south now as well. Great color on this piece at the head of the harbor. This is a little bit of the feel of Ken's work with his channeling Edgar Payne. Plein-air piece done up in Stonington, Maine. I believe this is Morning Stroll on the Island, Vinyl Haven. Ken has an amazing approach with his work. Really, such sharp edges, and oh God, it's just really hard to explain. He considers it mark making, but all of his paintings will draw the viewer into the painting, and you work around it and find so much into it, and then back to your center piece of attraction. This is the little Jonathan McPhillips we hit over with Ken. Have to give the guys equal rights. Three small horizontals. These are 8x16s. Glorious evening light. Yes, indeed. There's that evening twilight again, entitled The Magic of Stonington. Very favorite one here, Camden Summer. Camden Harbor Summer Night. These are some of the last pieces of Ken's here where he's channeling the Edgar Payne, American Impressionist, painting in the 30s, where he did a lot of work in Gloucester Harbor, but primarily it was in the Mediterranean. He was really taken with a working sailing craft there, where they'd be drying their sails. One of my favorites by far. Right here again, that pain sort of feel. This is the Louis R. French. Another Camden Harbor, more of a daylight piece here. And we'll end with these two here. Early Start on the Day. And his composition is just, oh God, talk about spot on. Sorry, I don't have a great art background, so I can't get all these flubbly words that are going to tell you about this, that, and the other thing, but I follow my eye, and I find great artists to work with. Very special thanks to Ken DeWaard and Jonathan McPhillips for making this show possible. It's a wonderful way to end our August. Thank you for all of our patrons who are taking so many of these paintings home with them. Sandy Kwang for keeping me balanced. My wife for letting me to go to work every day. This is my job, this is my life. Hope you got a chance to see the show, folks. If you didn't make it, this video will give you a little bit of a taste.